Students, these are two additional explanations to assist you with the ALEKS proofs online. We're going to walk through two of them following the gift format. Let's take a look at the first one here. And again, we're going to walk through gift, which is given, implied, freebies, talk through. Given, implied, freebies, talk it through. Let's look at our given information. AB is congruent to CD. That's a pair of sides, so we hatch, we put an S, check. Next, angle BAC, make sure you follow that order, BAC, that's this angle here, is congruent to DCA. So DCA, that's this angle here. So hatch, we're going to put an A here for a pair of angles. So that's done with our givens and our. Now we're going to look for implied and freebies. Implied and freebies. One of the freebies is called reflexive sides, and that's this side AC shared down the middle. So AC is equal to AC, so you actually put an S there. Now we can see, why are the triangles congruent? It's one of the shortcuts, and the shortcuts are either going to be side, 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 angle, side, angle, or angle, angle, side. If you look very carefully, we have a pair of sides, pair of angles, and another pair of sides here. So it's going to be side, angle, side. Okay, so when you start the to column, you're going to have reasons on the left, statements on the left, reasons on the right. And so what you can start with, we're going to follow this side, angle, side process. So just keep in mind that we're going to follow side, angle, side. So step number one, we're going to put our first pair of sides. So this button here, that's the send to proof button. You click on that, and then that's going to pop in number one here, and it's going to say that AB is congruent to CD, and it'll automatically pop up as given. And that is our first pair of sides. So now we take a look at our angles, and we are given these pair of angles here, and so you hit the send to proof button, click it, and it sends it to proof since it's in the given. So it'll come up as number 2, angle BAC is congruent to angle DCA. And the reasons those are equal, it'll say, because it is given. That gives you a pair of angles. And then the third side is this reflexive side down the middle. Now this is going to look a little strange, but you actually make sure you use the segment symbol. And you're going to write segment AC, use the congruent symbol, to AC. Yes, it's the exact same thing. That's why it's called the reflexive property. This is another pair of sides. So you go over here, you find the scroll, and you scroll down until you find the reflexive property. And now you have side, angle, side. You have sufficient information to say the triangles are congruent. So you hit the send to proof button, and then you hit 4, and it's going to pop in what you have to prove. ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. Then it's going to ask you why. There's two parts to this. Your first why, you scroll down and you find the side, angle, side congruency theorem. And then your second Y is going to ask for lines used. And the lines we use to figure out side angle side is lines 1, 2, and 3. So you write 1, 2, and 3. That's the lines used. Each time you're going to hit the click to validate. And as you click to validate each of these lines, as you are correct, when you get to number 4 here, you are done, hit submit. So that's one example of your proofs. We're going to do one more. Let's take a look at what we're given here. Okay, we are given the fact that RT and VT are congruent. So RT and VT are congruent. So hatch, hatch. S for sides. Then we're given angle RST. Make sure you follow that order. RST, that's this angle here, is congruent to VUT. V, go to U, go to T, and that's this angle right here. So it's a pair of angles. We're going to put an A here. So far we have a pair of sides and we have a pair of angles. So now we're working through gift, given, implied, freebies, talk it through. So we're done with our given. Implied and freebies. Well, it's implied, or excuse me, it's a freebie that we actually have these vertical angles here. That's one of our freebies. So there's another A. So now we have to talk it through. We have 4 choices again. Side, 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 side angle, side, angle, side, angle, and angle, angle, side. We can see it's not either of these because we only have one pair of sides to work with. Look very carefully. This side is a tail of one of the angles. It is not a sandwich. So we're going to use the tail. So the shortcut we're working with is going to be angle, angle, side. So let's work with that one. So again, we're shooting for angle, angle, side here. So step number 1, we're given a pair. Let's work with our given angles. So here you hit the send proof, and it's going to send number 1. Angle RST is congruent to angle VUT, and it'll automatically pop up as given. Then we want to go for our second pair of angles here. And our second pair of angles are the vertical angles. So we need to be very careful as we name these. So we can use UTV, that's short, middle, long. You must use the angle symbol. Is congruent to angle, short, middle, long. STR. And the reason there, you want to use the scroll button, and the reason there is vertical, or definition of vertical angles. Then our side is the given, so we hit the send to proof button. We get here 3. The RT, make sure you use the segment symbol, is congruent to VT, again, use the segment symbol. And 3, you want to, it's going to say given. Now look, you have sufficient information, angle, angle, side. So now this last one, we hit send to proof button. Number 4, it's going to be triangle RST is congruent to triangle VUI. And here it's going to ask for which congruency, and the congruency here is angle, angle, side. It's a tail. And it's going to ask for lines used. And lines used here are lines 1, 2, and 3.